Next, x squared minus 6x plus 5, absolute value greater or equal x plus 5. Okay, here we have minus 6x plus 5 greater or equal x plus 5, right? This will be gone. And x squared minus 6x minus x greater or equal 0. X squared minus 7x greater or equal 0. And x times x minus 7 greater or equal 0. Okay, so since we have greater equal 0, which is has to be positive. So when do we have positive, the product? When both terms are negative or both terms are positive. So first one, x greater equal 0 and x minus 7 greater equal 0. Yes? So A, so from here, x is greater equal 7 and x still greater equal 0. So the common answer, if this is your 0, let's say, greater than 0, and then this is 7, greater than 7. So the common answer is going to be x greater equal 7, right? Okay. B. We have x less equal 7 and x the less equal 0. All right. So let me see. Let me write down fully here. X minus 7 less equal 0 and x is less equal 7 and x is less equal 0. So in this case, the answer is going to be x less equal 0, right? So because it starts from 7, less equal, and this is 0, less equal. So they overlap each other from 0. Therefore, common answer is going to be less equal 0. And from here, this answer is going to be from negative infinity to 0 and, not and or, 7 to positive infinity. Yes? Okay, this is one answer. Now, let's go now when under absolute value, we have negative the meaning. So, negative x squared minus 6x plus 5 greater equal x plus 5. Okay, let's do changes. X squared minus 6x plus 5 less equal negative x negative 5, right? I got rid of negative sign, divided by negative 1, both sides. X squared minus 6x plus 5 plus x plus 5 less equal 0. And then this is x. Okay. And then x squared minus 5x plus 10 less equal 0. Okay, we have to go through discriminant. And discriminant here, in this case, it's going to be less than 0. Because b squared minus 4ac is going to be less than 0. Okay, discriminant is equal b squared minus 4ac. b is negative 5, so it's going to be negative 5 squared minus 4 times a is 1 and c is 10. right? So, and we are getting negative sign, right? Negative 40 minus 25, it's getting negative 15, that's why. So since discriminant is negative, that's mean no solution. So the final answer is going to be this one. Okay, moving to next one. Next one is very interesting. We have x squared minus 5x plus 9 absolute value less than x minus 6 absolute value. So in this case, I would suggest beautiful solution, because on both sides we have absolute value. I would suggest to square on both sides and get rid of the negative version. So make it completely positive. Look what I'm going to do. Square here. And we are going to get x minus x squared minus 5x plus 9 parentheses squared less than x minus 6 squared, right? So, you know what, let me move this over here. Put minus like this. Yeah, let's move one step ahead. And this is less than 0. Okay? All right, so we get x squared. Now, what do we have here? Let me give you a hint. This is our a squared. This is our b squared. So we get a squared minus b squared. So we are getting x squared minus 5x plus 9 minus x minus 6, right? A minus b, a plus b. And here we get x squared minus 5x plus 9 plus x minus 6. And this is less than 0. And as a result, we are getting x squared minus 5x plus 9 minus x plus 6. Here we get x squared minus 5x plus 9 plus x minus 6 less 0. And if we combine, we are getting like terms, right? We are getting x squared minus 6x plus 15 times x squared minus 4x plus 3 less than 0. Okay, so for the first, since we have less than 0, that means one has to be positive, one has to be negative, or first term has to be negative, second term positive to get negative. One of the terms has to be negative, the other one positive. Now, in this case, first parenthesis, we are getting discriminant less than 0 because it's negative, because discriminant is going to be equal b squared minus 4ac. And my b squared is going to be negative 6 squared minus 4 times a is 1. This is your a, this is your b, and this is your c. Minus 4 times 1 times 15, which, as you can see clearly, 4 times 15, it's going to be 60, and minus 30 plus 6, so it's going to be negative. Let me move this here, it will look much better. Okay, there we go, which means here we have no solution. So we are going to solve next one. X minus 3, x minus 1 less than 0. X minus 3 is greater than 0. And x minus 1 less than 0, because we have less than, right, which is minus. So one of them has to be positive, one of them has to be negative. And we are getting x is greater than 3, x is less than 1, which they are going different direction, right? Greater than 3 and less than 1, right? And next one, it's going to be x minus 3 is less than 0, which means x is less than 3. And x minus 1 is greater than 0, which is x greater than 1. If this one is going to be our answer, x is greater than 1 and less than 3. So our answer is either 1 comma 3 or x is greater than 1 less than 3. And that is going to be our answer. Put comma. And the last example I'm going to show you with method of substitution. Okay, I have enough of this video. You know what happened? I recorded everything and turned out I forgot to turn on the volume. So imagine the situation, how I felt. So I had to go back and record the entire thing over because sound was gone. I forgot to turn on the sound. Oh well, my fault. So next one, I'm going to use method of substitution. What do we have? 1 minus absolute value of x, 1 plus absolute value of x, here absolute value, greater equal 1/2. So this is what kind of substitution I'm going to do. Let t is equal absolute value of x. It's a big difference. Not just x, but absolute value of x. And because absolute value is going to be positive, non-negative, which means positive or 0, hence t also it's going to be non-negative. In that case, 1 minus t, I can drop absolute value since we already know it's greater or 0. Here also t, 1 plus absolute value, and it's going to be greater equal 1/2. Okay, you see, I don't like this plus. Okay, so from here I'm getting bringing to common denominator 1 plus t, and I'm getting 1 plus t minus t. This is gone. Absolute value greater equal 1/2. And the result is I'm getting here absolute value 1 over 1 plus t, absolute value greater equal 1/2. So from here we are going to have 1 over 1 plus t greater equal 1/2. You can drop absolute value because t is non-negative value. Okay, and then bringing here to simplification. All right, this is gone. And from here we are getting 2 over 1 plus t, and minus this 1 that's left there on the right side, move to the left, to the left side, greater than 0, right? Okay, bringing to common denominator, 1 plus t, it's going to be equal 2 minus 1 minus t, greater equals 0. That means 1 minus t over 1 plus t, greater equals 0. And from here we are getting 1 minus t greater equals 0, and 1 plus t also greater equals 0, because here we have positive, right? That means both are positive or both are negative. So in the other one, other case, it's going to be 1 minus t less equal 0, or 1 plus t less equal 0. Okay, so what do we get here? In this case, we are getting negative t greater equal negative 1, and t is less equal positive 1. And this one, t is greater equal negative 1, and the answer here is going to be t greater equal negative 1 less equal positive 1. Now let's do for the second case. We are getting negative t less equal negative 1, and t is greater equal positive 1. And for the second case, we are getting t less equal negative 1. Now these two don't have anything in common. One is going beyond of 1, the other one is going below negative 1. So this one doesn't have anything in common. Therefore, this is not going to work as a solution, and our solution is going to be only this one. T is greater equal negative 1 and less equal 1, which is the negative 1 plus the less 1, which we can bring back our x, right? And my x is going to be greater equal negative 1 less equal 1. Why? I just took off absolute value of x, because negative 1 plus 1, those are already boundaries, right? So therefore, this is going to be final answer, moving from here to here, where t is equal absolute value of x. Okay, I'm done. And in next video, I'll cover also more advanced example, and I will be done with absolute value. Okay, thanks for watching. See you again.